Hello and good day, viewers. Welcome to the new edition of the program Kwankwaso Legacy for Foreign Scholarship. Kwankwaso Legacy for Foreign Scholarship is a new program that will be focusing on Kwankwaso foreign scholarship beneficiaries, in particular those that were opportune to secure a job or got a PhD opportunity during and after the program. My name is Dr. Mansour Hassan Hussein from Kwankwaso Reporters TV. Our today's program is going to visit Thailand with Mr. Aliyu Majabello. Mr. Aliyu Majabello, can you kindly introduce yourself?
My name is Aliyu Majabello from Kano State. I'm currently a PhD student at Kwankwaso University of Technology, Tamburi in Thailand. I was among the beneficiaries of the overseas MSc scholarship program of the Kano State government under the leadership of His Excellency Engineer Dr. Kwankwaso.
Can you tell us the process that one has to go through in order to get that opportunity?
Actually, the process that I have gone through to get that opportunity is a process that was purely based on merit, and I have never witnessed a process that is free, fair, and transparent like that process. That's why I initially even intend not to apply for that scholarship, because it seems to me like a child play or a mirage. I just believe I could not get it, because we know it used to be the tradition of most of the government in our country that whenever such kind of opportunities arises, there are some few free-bred individuals that usually being selected and given that opportunity. They just used to deceive the general public with advertisement, with publicization of the opportunity. But while they already selected those that they want to give that opportunity, so that's why I just decided not to waste my time, not to waste my energy to apply. But with encouragement of my family and friends, and also knowing the integrity of the then leader of the Kano State government in person of Engineer Dr. Kwankwaso, as I know him as a person of integrity, that on his words, whenever he said he wanted to do this thing, he tried his best to see that he executed that thing. So that really encouraged me to say, let me just do the formality and apply. When I get it, fine. When I didn't get it, that's also fine. So I just gathered my credentials and submitted them to the Ministry of Higher Education, and shortly after my submission, we were shortlisted for interview and screening. And I as well go and attend the interview and screening process. So luckily enough, after a very short period of time, we were shortlisted, and I was lucky to be shortlisted among those that will do their MSc studies in Jordan, at Jordan University of Science and Technology. So actually it was really commendable, the process. I really commend the process because of its transparency. And the most interesting part of it is that no matter how connection you have with some government official or politicians, if you are not qualified, you will hardly get that opportunity.
How do you find yourself during your such studies?
Actually, we are all really compatible during our studies in Jordan, because all those challenges that we may face, that is, and because most of the challenges that students face during their studies abroad, outside their home country, are two: either financial challenge or academic challenges. So we never had any of these challenges, because for the financial challenges, actually the government tried and provide us with all that we need to be compatible and to have conducive environment for our learning. And all our allowances are paid on time, and they are more than sufficient and enough for us. And for the academic challenges, actually, as I said earlier, that the process of selection is based on merit. So only those that like graduated with first class or second class during their bachelor studies were sponsored for that scholarship. So how could you imagine somebody that graduates with such high grade in Nigeria, with all the difficulty, with all the unconducive environment for learning, without much facilities? So how could you imagine him to perform in the country that they have all the conducive environment for learning, they have all the facilities? So I think that's why all those that were sponsored, they have done very well. They have graduated with a very good grade. So that's why we never encountered any problem.
Can you briefly highlight the educational system of Jordan and educational system in our country?
Jordan have very good educational system. The educational system is to an international standard. They have all the facilities needed for and all the conducive environment needed for learning. For example, when you take an example of the school that I studied, that is Jordan University of Science and Technology, is one of the school that is highly ranked even worldwide, and all the laboratories are well equipped with all the sophisticated machines and the equipment that you need for your research. And also when you go to the library, you have a lot of material, online material, learning material, and all the books and the facilities that you need to have a good learning. And also all the university, you see, they have a very strong and good internet connection. And I always say this is very important for you to have a very good and meaningful research, because you cannot have a meaningful research without good internet connection, because you need to search for information, you need to search for many things. So that's why actually they have high standard of education, and their educational system is actually good. I was really impressed with their educational system.
What are your post-studies achievements?
Actually, my main post-studies achievement is the current PhD scholarship that I'm enjoying, because I have already started working in Nigeria before I left for my MSc studies. I'm working as a graduate assistant. So after I come back, I just dedicate myself searching for opportunities, PhD opportunities, because actually the administration of engineer Dr. Kwankwaso exposed us to the larger world, and make us to have an experience on how to explore different opportunities, how to apply for scholarship in different parts of the world, how to apply for even job and work. So that's why actually he assisted and helped us to know how to look for all these opportunities. So I just concentrate and dedicate myself after my MSc studies searching for PhD opportunities in different parts of the world. And lastly, luckily enough, I got this opportunity, and I'm now currently doing my PhD here in Thailand. So I can say this is the main post MSc achievement I have.
Being there in Thailand, did you get any opportunity to work there or to further your studies?
Actually, I didn't get any opportunity for working here, because I did not apply or look for any. I just concentrate on my studies and research here in Thailand, because it will be very difficult for somebody to combine working and studying, considering the strict requirement for our PhD studies here in Thailand. They have very strict requirement that and within very limited period of time. The scholarship is just for a total of 3 years. If you exceed these 3 years, you are on your own. So that's why we try to conclude and finish our study within the stipulated time. And for you to finish within this time, you need to to concentrate on your studies, and you need to focus on your research. Some of the requirement is that you need to at least publish 2 research articles in very high impact journal, and this journal must be either Q1 or Q2 and must be indexed with Scopus and Web of Science. And for anybody that is in academics profession, you know how difficult it is to even publish a single article in such a very high impact journal. You need to concentrate and do very good and meaningful research for you to publish in those journals. So that's why it's very difficult for me to combine the work and study. And also for further study, I'm even yet to graduate from the PhD studies, so I don't know what will happen in the future. But just now I concentrate on my studies.
What are your plans? Are you planning to return back to Nigeria, or will you stay there in Thailand?
Of course, I have a plan of going back to Nigeria after the successful completion of my PhD studies, because as I said earlier, I'm an academic staff in the Biouniversity Kano, so I wanted to go back to Nigeria and impart the knowledge and experience I have acquired here in Thailand to my students and the general society. And I was inspired by the leadership style of the engineer, Dr. Musa Kwankwaso. He is always looking for the opportunities, how he will support and uplift the status of people from one level to another, how he will assist his people and society. So that really also encouraged me to go back and contribute my quota to my society and to my people.
What are your hopes and message to Senator Engineer Dr. Musa Kwankwaso?
My main message to Engineer Dr. Musa Kwankwaso will be just a prayer. We have nothing to offer for him unless apart from prayer. We are always praying for the Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reward him abundantly, to assist him, guide him, give him good health and long life to continue to support and assist many people as he used to do. And we are praying, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give him the opportunity to attain to the highest position in our country, that is to be the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, so that more people will benefit from his initiative and his wisdom and knowledge. So that's why we are always praying for him to have that opportunity. And before I conclude, I would like to use this opportunity to extend my best wishes to our grand leader, Engineer Dr. Musa Kwankwaso. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our ibadat. May he continue to guide him in all his future political career. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ali Majibello, for being part of this program. This is the end of our today's program. On behalf of our hosts and I, Kwankwaso Reporters TV, saying goodbye.